Hi, welcome back to the channel. In this vlog, I'll talk about the sisterhood of the traveling journal. I don't know about you, but I've seen online with a lot of girlies sharing this journal where they send it to each other and then they add things to each other's journal, and it's called the Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. I was a bit reluctant to join this just because it is a cost to send your journal and also the other girls' journals to each person. However, there is a flat rate of around $10, which is not too bad, especially when you only have like 7 people in your group. So after seeing so many incredible videos, I decided to join one, and luckily I was able to find a Facebook group that's based in Australia for me to do this activity. So this is my journal. It is really thick. I don't know how it will look like once the girls fill in their parts, but I'm very excited to see what would come out of this. So I'll give you a little flip through of the entire thing because I'm pretty much finished and ready to send it off. Alright, so this is the cover of the journal. Also, I was a bit unsure on how to decorate it just because I had so many ideas that it just really overwhelmed me. But this is what I went with. It's very simple, like the sisterhood and the traveling is the main part, and then I put all the letters, and unfortunately the journal in normal block letters. Then in the first page I did a check-in page. So this is the check-in page where they can write their name and then also the date that they received it. And this is my title page. At the moment I'm into check patterns, and I feel like it looks pretty cool with the gold and the pink checkers. So the next page I did like a welcome letter to the girls, and then also some instructions on how they can fill in my journal, because I want to make sure that everyone knows what's going on without really needing to ask me what's going on, because then it makes the journal more approachable. And then the next one is an about me page. For this one I printed off a Polaroid and I decorated it with K-pop stickers that my sister had. Did love heart letters, and I used the painter markers for this. And then the paper that I use is actually letter paper that I got from Japan. It was a really nice pattern for this, so I was okay with giving this up. And then I drew a little picture of me, and then I used these stickers that look like Polaroids on the side. So the next page is an introduction, so everyone puts their introductions on this one and the following page. So I require like a photo on the front, and then the girls to answer all these questions. For the background, I had some, I guess, like sticker backgrounds already, so these were already pre-made and I just needed to stick them into my book, which was really handy. The same for the next page. And then this one is the leave some and take some page, where the girls would leave some stationery, stickers, anything they wanted, and then they can take a little goodie from myself. I put some stickers, I put some notepads, all sorts of things. So hopefully they'll enjoy that. Also, it's a really good way to declutter a lot of stationery that I had, because like many of you, I really like stationery, but don't have many places to use them. Alright, so the next page is a pet page. So far I've already put Ryder and Nikki there. I made 2 pages in case the photos are too big, so everyone has a chance to put a picture of their pet in there. With these stickers, they're pretty cool. They look like film, and I thought it would be a nice border since people will be pasting pictures of their pets here. This is the your favorite music page. So I want the girls to write their current favorite songs here. My current favorite is Rosé's Game Boy. I really like this album, so it was really hard to choose which song I really liked. I also like Toxic to the End, yeah. So the next page is you're invited to a picnic. I pretty much want the girls to share their favorite food, either draw it, put a picture or a sticker of it, and these are plates that they put their food on. My favorite is salmon sashimi or salmon sushi, so that's my favorite food of all time. I did put these little like bread themed stickers. That's a coffee and a jam, but everything else is bread, and there's a milk. And then the background paper is from like a paper stack that I had. This is the page that I felt really unsure about. I had an idea, and when I executed it, it didn't look exactly what I wanted. But the thing with this journal is that you can't really cut out any pages and not make it look wonky if you do make a mistake, so I just had to go with it. So this is the recipe garden. I did see online that a lot of people like use ink stamp and then they stamp onto their paper to make a nice faded look. Except the ink I used was quite heavy-handed, and it turned out looking more like a stormy day rather than a nice blue sky. But overall, it's okay. I was quite surprised with these like notepads that I got. It made it look like a garden, which is really cool. And then this is where I want the girls to share one of their favorite recipes for me to try. I shared like a tuna mayo onigiri. Because I like cooking, I want to see what the other girls usually cook up as well. I made 2 pages of it because it wouldn't fit all of us. Also, the ink made the paper really like flimsy, so I just didn't like this. The next page is a washi tape sky. So using the same sticky notes, but this is a hill design instead of like a flower garden. But I did leave these flaps open so then they can put their washi tape underneath. And then when I glue it together, it'll look like a sky. These are the ones that I got so far. I feel like I either got this at Daiso or I got it from AliExpress. This one I definitely got from Daiso, and then this one I got in China. Next page is writing a happy birthday card. I saw this on TikTok. One girl did this as well and I thought it was pretty cool. It would be nice to see cutie little messages. So I got this card from Woolies. It's quite plain inside, so there's plenty of room for everyone to write. And then I decorated it with like cake sprinkle looking decoration. Next page is a sticker color page. So a lot of people usually do one color, so like a blue page, pink page, but I decided to do a rainbow page because I feel like it will look really cool once like all the stickers are on there and they blend together. So this year it was really trending for people to do the I'm proud of cake. I incorporated that into my journal. I wasn't able to find a cake picture in the magazine, but this was close enough. Looks cute. So I did like I'm proud of, and then I wrote my one here. This is the title page for the next spreads to come. So this is called Somewhere I Call Home. I wanted the girls to create a spread showing like their hometown or somewhere that they call home. So my chosen one is Tokyo. I did live there during my exchange, and then when I was doing traveling last year, we did stay there for several months. So I feel like I do know a good amount of Tokyo to share some information about it. I wrote a one day out in Tokyo for the girls to follow. And then I also just wrote about all the prefectures that I've been, and then all the prefectures that I still want to go to. Yeah. And then I left space for all the girls to fill out. Okay, so this is another title page. Similar concept to the last one, but this is for like an overseas trip or somewhere that they'll like to go on holidays to. So that's why I called it Pack Your Bags. We are going to, for me, I chose Hawaii. Mainly because it was the first country that I've been to, so first city that I've been to outside of Asia, and the first time I've been in America. This one I wrote all my favorite foods that I tried in Waikiki. And then this one's all my favorite places. And then I left a lot of space for the girls to fill out. And this is the second last page, where I wrote a thank you note for the girls for filling out all my prompts. And then this is my final decorated page, which is over to you, meaning the girls can fill out the rest of this journal. It's been suggested that they do 3 spreads each, so I've made enough space for each person to do 3 spreads. And I'm quite excited what they will include in this. Yeah, without the string holding it, it opens up like this. It's pretty big. I think it's big for a couple of reasons. One is I glued 2 pages together just since the pages were really thin. And then other is that I've glued like backgrounds to most of those pages. So yeah, the spine is struggling a little bit, but I hope it hangs in there. Alright, thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you do have any questions, leave them in comments. Bye!